All right, so Venus Theory.
Mm.
Um, have you seen their latest video?
Oh yeah, the one where they get AI copyright claimed
Yeah.
on their own video.
Yeah. Like, what even?
That's
That's messed up even for YouTube.
for real. It's like I don't know where do we even begin with this.
I mean, it's like the AI Wild West out there, and the robots are already lawyered up.
Seriously though, this is like a whole Pandora's box of legal and ethical nightmares just waiting to explode.
Okay, so for the people in the back row who haven't seen it, Venus Theory basically made this AI music track,
Mm-hmm.
uploaded it, and then bam, they got hit with a copyright claim from another AI.
Using their own music.
Their own music. It's like getting mugged by your own shadow.
Which honestly wouldn't be that surprising given how shady things are getting online.
Okay, so this is obviously insane, but is this like actually a thing? Can you really copyright claim AI music?
Well, legally speaking, it's a huge gray area right now. The whole system is built on this idea of substantial similarity and access. Like, did you copy something and could you have actually accessed the original to copy it?
Yeah, copyright 101.
Right, but with AI, it's like throwing all the rules out the window because you can literally feed an AI your entire musical style and it'll spit out something that sounds like you but isn't technically a direct copy.
Whoa, hold on. So you're saying someone could like train an AI on my music and then turn around and claim I'm infringing on them?
Exactly. And there's actually precedent for this kind of thinking. Venus Theory quoted someone from an AI music platform who straight up said their AI models are trained on the entire open internet.
The open internet.
Yeah, basically code for everything is fair game.
That's terrifying and kind of genius in a messed up way.
Right. The implications are insane.
It's like saying because I can read Shakespeare, I can now claim Hamlet as my own.
Yeah, exactly. It's giving major Chinese room vibes. Like the
Yeah.
AI is spitting out these perfect musical sentences, but does it actually understand what it's creating? Does AI even have authorship in the first place? These are some big brain questions that are going to keep copyright lawyers busy for a good long while.
So while they're busy billing by the hour, what are the rest of us supposed to do? Like, what's the average Joe Schmo musician got to do to protect themselves in this AI-powered copyright jungle?
Yeah, good question. I mean, first off, don't panic yet.
Yet, being the operative word here.
Right. Venus Theory actually did this whole experiment where they made an AI track, uploaded it, and then used it to claim someone else's video.
Wait, seriously, so they like weaponized their own AI music?
Yeah, and the crazy part is it only took them like 20 minutes and cost like $30.
30 bucks. So for the price of a pizza and a six-pack, you can basically launch an AI copyright attack.
Pretty much. And YouTube was basically like, they said they can't really determine the validity of AI-generated claims.
Which is a bit like a bank saying they can't tell the difference between real money and monopoly cash.
Exactly. It's wild.
So besides like hiring a lawyer and spending all my hard-earned cash, what's the game plan here? How do we fight back against the robot copyright apocalypse?
Well, awareness is key. The more people who know about this whole messed up AI copyright situation, the more pressure we can put on platforms like YouTube to actually do something about it.
So spamming their Twitter feeds with angry emojis. Got
Or,
it.
well, maybe a slightly more nuanced approach would be better, but yeah, getting the word out is huge. We need clearer guidelines for AI-generated content and better ways to verify these claims.
So like some kind of AI sniffing dog that can detect those shady bot-made beats.
Something like that. But AI detection tech is still in its early stages, and AI itself is constantly evolving. It's a constant cat and mouse game.
So we're basically stuck in this legal limbo while the robots figure out how to steal our art and claim it as their own.
It's not quite that bleak. There are actually some legal precedents in other areas of copyright law that could potentially apply to AI.
Okay, so there's hope for us fleshy musicians yet.
Absolutely. Like the concept of transformative use, for example, allows copyrighted material to be used in a new and different way.
Interesting. So like sampling.
Yeah, kind of. But how that applies to AI-generated music is still up for debate. It's definitely an area where we need more legal minds working on it.
So while the lawyers are figuring that out, what about the bigger picture? What does all this AI stuff mean for creativity itself? If an algorithm can mimic any style, is anything truly original anymore?
That's the real mind bender, isn't it? I mean, it really makes you question what it even means to be creative in the age of AI.
Right. Like, is this the end of art as we know it? Are we all just going to be listening to robot-generated top 40 hits from now on?
I don't think so. I mean, human creativity is about more than just replicating patterns. It's about expression, emotion, connecting with an audience on a deeper level. That's something AI can't replicate, at least not yet.
So there's still hope for us fleshy musicians in this brave new world.
Definitely. But it's going to require us to adapt, to push the boundaries of what's possible, and to keep fighting for the value of human expression in a world increasingly dominated by algorithms.
That's either incredibly inspiring or totally terrifying. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of both. We're standing on the edge of a new era, and the choices we make now will shape the future of art for generations to come.
Deep thoughts, man. Deep thoughts. But before we spiral into an existential crisis, any last words of wisdom for our listeners? So what does all this mean for the folks at home? Like, what do we do besides, stocking up on canned goods and learning how to code?
Well, for starters, pay attention. This AI copyright stuff is just getting started. Venus Theory's video is a wake-up call, a preview of the chaos that's headed our way.
Yeah, consider it's officially woke,
Yeah.
but what can we actually do about it?
Hmm.
Besides, complaining on Twitter.
Well, knowledge is power, right? The more we understand these issues, the more we can advocate for change. We got to put pressure on these platforms like YouTube to step up and protect creators.
Because right now it feels like they're just like, hey, it's the Wild West out there, not our problem.
Exactly. They need to be proactive, not passive. We need clearer guidelines, better verification tools, maybe even some kind of AI police force to keep things in check.
A RoboCop for the music industry. Now that's a movie I'd watch.
Yeah.
But seriously, this whole thing feels like we're on the verge of some major upheaval. Like the whole art world is about to get flipped on its head.
Absolutely. This is just the tip of the iceberg. The next few years are going to be wild as we figure out how to navigate this AI-powered future. And the big question is, who gets to control it? The corporations, the coders, or the actual human beings who are creating the art?
Deep thoughts, man. Deep thoughts. But before we totally lose our minds here, any last words of wisdom for our listeners?
Don't panic, stay informed, and keep creating. Human creativity will always find a way, even in the face of all this crazy tech. It's just another chapter in the story.
Well said. And on that note, we're signing off. This conversation is far from over. So dear listeners, hit us up in the comments. Let us know your thoughts. What scares you about this AI copyright stuff? What excites you? Is this the end of art as we know it or the beginning of something totally new? And until next time, stay curious, stay creative, and try not to get copyright claimed by a robot